What's up, guys? Welcome to another game of Race for the Galaxy. So I think Gateway Station, given I don't have any military windfall worlds that I can trade a good off, I think Gateway Station will pair nicely with export duties. Ancient races, they're probably going to trade. But if I can get export duties out, then at least Gateway Station will give me an extra card draw. And then maybe get one of the blue worlds out on turn 2 along with the produce call. So this is a good draw. I keep investment credits. It's a card I like to get out quite early. So they've gone with trade as expected. Yeah, I go export duties here just to get the additional card draw. So I think New Earth might be a good card to get out with colony ship. So I go with settle and produce, because either way I can get secluded world out or New Vinland. But if they call develop, I can put out colony ship and then settle New Earth, which they actually do. So they've gone develop and settle. So I think the play here is probably to go colony ship and then get New Earth out using colony ship. And then I'll have a blue good and a brown good for the next turn to trade. So it looks like maybe they go for a military here. Military strategy. We'll see how it develops. So they still don't benefit from any of my produce calls, which is quite good. So now I'm thinking maybe develop and trade to get the investment credits out. If they call settle, I can still settle secluded world or New Vinland, but that would leave me shorter on cards. So that's the plan here: is develop, trade the brown good. Yeah. So now I have a pretty decent amount of cards. They still don't have any produce benefit, so I think maybe that could be a good line here. Settle and produce again. Which is what I end up going for. So I don't really see myself going for a green good strategy. So I discard the 6 cost in order to get mining conglomerate out. So again, this is getting another good off my production phase, and they still don't benefit from any of those producers. That's a pretty good card draw there, getting consumer markets and free trade association. So maybe I can go down a blue good focused production consumption engine. I think here maybe a develop and a trade to get consumer markets out, and then if they call settle, I can still settle secluded world, which will leave me with a decent amount of cards in hand. In the end, I go settle and trade. Maybe it's a bit early for consumer markets. I'm not going to be able to benefit from their second settle call unless I want to discard one of the consumer markets or free trade association, which I don't want to do. So I pass on their second settle call. Getting Galactic Federation is also quite a good pairing with the free trade association and the investment credits. So hopefully I'll be able to get that out later. So yeah, this leaves me with a decent amount of card choice. So I think I can get rid of those military worlds, and maybe the investment credits, since I already have that in my tableau. So I'm thinking here maybe they still don't benefit from a produce call, so maybe it's time to do a develop on the consumer markets and then produce, and that will get me into a decent production and consumption engine for next turn. So they get out a decent 6 cost development that actually benefits them from produce calls. You'll see that in a minute. The great thing about consumer markets is for every produce call I get card draw for the blue goods that I'm producing. So it's a good engine because you're not limited by card draw. Yeah, they get Imperium Lords out, so they will benefit from the produce call. So now I have a pretty strong position, given I can go for 2x consume and then produce as well, and any my hand will be replenished if they call, say, a develop or a settle, and I put something out. Yeah, so consuming the 3 blue goods on consumer markets and then the brown good on New Earth. So as planned, yeah. So you can see now why that's pretty strong engine to have. Just I get the card draw for every blue good that I produce, so I'm getting a natural 3 cards per production, and then I get a card off New Earth for the consume phase as well. So I can go produce, consume, and then any dev or settle call that they make I can also respond to. So I end up going for Galactic Federation here. I think that'll make it easier to get one of the other 6 cost developments out, and I already have consumer markets, so I don't feel the need to get Free Trade Association out immediately, because I can consume off consumer markets instead. So now I know the game is going to end on the next turn, because I'll generate enough victory points. So I go with a develop and 2x consumption, looking to get Free Trade Association out. And if they settle, I'll also be able to get Earth Lost Colony out. Unfortunately, I can only respond to one of their settle calls. And given they have Terraforming Guild in their tableau, and they've just put out improved logistics, I'm expecting the maximum amount of worlds that they settle. Yeah, so some of this high cost military worlds going out now. They'll definitely catch back up in points that way. I do still have the better consumption engine, so hopefully that'll be enough to get me over the line. So there's another windfall world which will benefit their Terraforming Guild, and another one. So they were actually able to get up to 54 points, with quite a good combination there towards the end. So there's the ending tableau for the opponent and my own. So yeah, overall I think pretty high scoring game. Given I think Terraforming Guild ended with 18 points for them. On my own, then I got a couple of big 6 costs out, but the main driver, or a large part of the driver, was the production and consumption in the mid game. So yeah, any comments, leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll call it a day. Thank you.